5 tumbling. Ooh, chit-chat, chit-chatter.
Come on, Kainoa, get their attention.
Well, I'm letting people, do their thing first. No rush for me, I'm fine. People have to stretch your legs.
Just likes yelling.
Yeah, that's his MO, just to yell. Yeah. Okay, so level 4 and level 5 tumbling. So they're leveled out for a reason. So there's the building blocks as you complete each level 1, 2, and 3. Each level builds on top of the other. So when they enter level 4, they should have a solid tuck where you can really see clearly that they use their arms to set up and they are able to take their skill up instead of back. Once they have mastered that ability to take it up and set and use their arms and feel comfortable getting up high, you can start them on layouts. Most times kids will freak out about, oh, that was too high. It was too high. And they kind of like clam up. I usually say, you can never be too high. Don't be afraid of going high. Because the higher you are, the safer you are. It's when you dive down and drop your shoulders, that's when it gets dangerous. So once you notice that they are able to stand up and feel comfortable riding their set and flipping, then you can start doing level 4 skills. So layouts, front punch, step outs, that's pretty much it. So I'll go through the basics of a layout. And the way I start training a layout is, could I borrow you? Okay. Is having them hold, can you lie around for me?
Okay,
Yeah.
on my belly or back?
On your back. Is to hold a tight body position with their hips raised. And yep, in this position, hands down. So they're able to drive their hips upwards and squeeze their glutes upwards. Yep. This is the position you want to be in. You want to have that tight core and pointed toes. Nice elongated body. You can rest. And once they feel that and they're able to drive that in the correct position, I start drilling them on, you can lie down. I break it down. So the parts of layout is a set. So I'll say hit 1, their hands go from here to the floor. And I want to hear them tap that floor. So I'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. All right, so straight up, yeah? Just your arms. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Good. Sharp. Yeah, try not to let it bounce. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Right? So really dry. I want to hear this. Okay. So that's an aggressive set. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Good. You see how tight her arms were? It wasn't as loose as the other before. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Good. Right after you see that they can do that perfect, you're going to add in the 2, which is their hips. Yeah, from there, hands down, and relax, okay? So I'm going to go on 2, you drive your hips. So it's hands up on 1, drive 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Good. And you want them to drive their body up by themselves. You see how she started to bend in her upper chest? You want her to hit a straight up candlestick, pointed toes. Right? So, and then I just do this drill over and over until they get that mechanics of that rhythm. Set, drive. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Hold, hold, hold. Good, relax. So then I go through my counts, through 1-8 count. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right there, she had a little bit of a wobble. So when they go for their layout, they're going to drive, hit, and they're going to start fishing over. You want them to be able to drive and hold that position the whole time through for that whole 8 count. Try again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Yep. So that's just one drill that I have them do before they start into their layout. Usually I use a panel, not a panel, but a wedge for this next drill, but I'll just improvise. And I come from a gym that doesn't really have too much. They don't have a tumble tramp. We have a blow-up air track, but the kids like, it feels weird. So they're more comfortable being on the floor. So I'm just gonna improvise. All right, next drill is utilizing that tap, so that 2 to drive those hips. Hopefully this can hold my weight. All right, so this is what I want from when I asked them to do this drill. So I hit it with my hips, and it should be aggressive. Yes. I'm improvising, so. So it should, can you sit right here? Just right at the end. All right, you can sit right there. Just sit down. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you want them to go through the same mechanics. Set 1, drive 2. All right, so their body should be nice and tight, driving the hips forward. Good. So I want you to try it now.
If you had a gym with more equipment, would you just use a regular mat?
I'd use a regular mat.
Around the same height?
Yeah, like a wedge. You know how they fold up into like a little rectangle? The cheese mat, wedge mat. Yeah, and I have them hit it on there. All right, so you see what I just did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can come closer.
Sorry, can I do that?
Sit and yeah. All right, so the main thing that you want to do is drive your hips and hit with your shins. So it's not like you're kicking. They're not kicking. They're keeping tight to allow that leg to follow through with that motion. So like a batter, they're generating it from their hips and not the tip of the bat, right? So they come through, hit through, and they're allowing the bat to swing through. So same thing, the legs are acting as her bat. So 5, so you can start down, hands down. So same thing, 1, 2, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, good? So you want to use this, swing, that time you went, you did the wave and then drive. So swing those arms, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Try again, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, good. Yeah, you want them to be able to hit that bag, and you should feel it. It should be loud and aggressive. In my classes, I usually put the mats on the floor and have them hit it and drive it to a certain point on the floor, and they have to hit it and so many times to reach that certain spot. Try again. So I'm gonna count, and then you just keep going on a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Good. So you feel that in your core? Yeah. So that's what pretty much I do for getting the kids to understand how to do a layout. Most times they think, I'm gonna just keep my body long and I'm gonna drive my shoulders over, and it looks like they're just doing like an arch fish position. When they start doing that, it doesn't really help them transition into a full, because the way you enter a full is the same way that you enter a layout. Could you do a layout for me, please? Good. Did you see how he stood up aggressive and he drove those hips up, and his body did not break at any time? Would you like to do it one more time? You could take it higher. You could take it way higher, okay? So your set's coming out a little bit here. Come up real tight with those arms. Arms up. Good. Good. Okay. Yeah. So your layout should be at that height all the time. And try again. Okay, now since you got this height, now you don't have to keep driving through. You can start relaxing and lift away, drop in. It should be nice and easy. Drive, good. There you go. Perfect. So when entering your layout, your athlete must be aggressive, and they must be able to generate that type of force in their round-off back handspring. Otherwise, they'll just be a whip. Yeah. And you want their layout to look exactly like that last one. So when they start spinning, it'll feel much more controlled and much more comfortable for them to finish the trick. Most times athletes think, I got to do a full. They focus so much on the spin that they don't get their flip. And a lot of them either biff down into the mat or spin and not flip at all. So you want to make sure that they fully understand and have that technique of setting and driving. Because the other part of which I'm going to get into is the full, is just a basic, it's just basically a different pull. Instead of pulling straight here, you're pulling quarter. Yeah, so it goes from a set, pull. Can you do a full for me? Yep. You warmed up? You need to warm up more? You're good? Okay. Set, good, perfect. He drove up, then started his full. Yeah. Good, you can breathe. Yeah. So the easiest way for them to get to that full earlier or more comfortable is making sure that their layout is spot on and on point. Yeah. Most times kids get twisted because they're thinking so much about the spin. And that's the part that's most stressful, I guess, builds the most anxiety, because now you're thinking, I got to spin and flip at the same time. But that's not really what's happening. You're flipping and then you're spinning. So that you have to make sure that it's broken down and not taught in a way like, okay, now flip and spin. Yeah. Take it up and spin, lift on the backside. Okay, to teach a full, do you have a full? Okay, who does not have a full? Do you have a full? You have a full? Okay, do you have a full? Oh, ooh, girls. Awesome. Do you want to learn how to full? Okay, come here. All right. So I'm just going to go through the mechanics with you. I know you don't have, do you have you had a tuck? You had a layout?
Layout and I was set as full.
Okay, so you kind of know what we're talking about. I'm just going to teach how to enter into teaching the full skill. All right. So first what you want to do is find out which way they're comfortable spinning. And I hope you're lefty. Okay. Ooh. All right, so the way to do that is to have them face me. I would like you to jump and spin, whichever way feels natural. Jump and turn. Good. So when they go over this side, they're lefty. When they go to the right side, they're righty. And most time, yes?
I was just going to say, I've heard that it should be the same way that their round-off is, their round-off leg. So should we stick by that? Or?
I usually work with what they're comfortable with. I have athletes that step with their right, and then they fold with their left. I have ones that go on Arabians. They go over their right, but they full left. For some skills, it does. So say they're learning a 1.5. They're spinning left, and they're leading with this leg, but they're righty. So it twists them up. Yeah. So with that, they can't cheat their skill anymore. They're going to have to do it perfectly, where they go up, finish it, square up, and then go.
And what about with flyers, like that? Because you twist down like the flying, but then if they, like, because I know I jump full turn right and I round right, but then
Fly, you go left.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I usually like whatever way they're comfortable, because it's kind of hard to teach a person who's left-handed to write right-handed. And I wouldn't do that to them because it doesn't feel right. If you're a righty and you write with your left, it just feels weird. The things that come out are shaky letters, and it's all spaced out. The A doesn't even look like an A. So I usually stick to whatever they're comfortable with. Yes.
I do my standing feels left and my right feels right, and I've been told that would affect my flying.
Would it? I'd say.
Because my hips are going to like a different direction every time.
As long as you're not tumbling in your flying, you're fine. Yeah, it shouldn't make a difference because you're totally in a different mindset when you're doing your flying skills as opposed to your tumbling skills. Okay, so going into the full, same thing. I'm going to go through them. I want them to set, drive. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Good. You can just stand for now. You don't have to jump.
Okay.
Just go to a tippy toe, like so. Set, drive. Up, tippy toe. Yes. Yeah, it teaches them how to squeeze. Just going to a tippy toe, or elevated on the toes. It squeezes the right muscle. So can you tippy toe for me on both? Yep. So they're squeezing. They're pointing their toes. They're squeezing their quads. They're squeezing their hips. They're squeezing their core. Okay. All in just by driving up. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Good. So once they master the layout and they're able to do and feel comfortable doing this, and I usually tell them, instead of dropping to your front of your hip, you're going to drop with driving your elbow upwards. Yep. And I don't tell them just to punch over. It's more of a drive. It's instead of going here and swinging over, it's going to be up, lift, as if there was a higher thing here and you need to touch your elbow to it. So, and lift. Okay, so you missed the thing. You want to reach up for it. Yeah. So everything is going up, up, not up spin. Up, up. So the spin happens when you put yourself in that position. Yeah, you're not spinning. You're allowing yourself to get to a position that spins naturally. All right. So if they can't feel it, I make sure that I make them feel what I want. Yep. So I usually grab here and I lift their side up. Okay? See how her body went up? So you think from here, set, tippy toe. Good. There you go. Correct. Perfect. Most times you'll see girls warm up their fulls and they go, yeah. That's just teaching them how to spin. Yeah, from here, spin. But they're not lifting. Yeah, I'd rather see them just go up, squeeze corner. All right. So now, one more time. You should end up from here, facing me. So face forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Good. But this, okay? That head never leads. When you're doing a full, you're always leading with your hips. Yeah, because your head can go one way and your body can still stay here. But if you move your hips, your body has to go with you no matter what. All right, so think, lift up, and you're going to drive your side, your whole side, keeping that tight, lay out, squeeze, set, squeeze to the corner of me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Good. I don't know if you saw, but her body started to sickle out and bend. That's when athletes are going to start dropping and reaching for that full and usually end up short. Okay. So I want nice and tall, straight body. Don't worry about the spin so much. I just want you to hit positions. Hit. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Good. Once they kind of mastered or understood how the arms work, how to get to that position, I do a jump roll, which I want you to do the same thing, but now you're going to drive that hip into my shoulder. With fulls, it's a lot of hands-on spotting. Otherwise, if you have a tumble track, you'd be like, okay, go, and they'll be safe. But on limited gyms with no tumble track or other assisting devices, it's a lot of hands-on. Okay, I want you to do the exact same thing. Drive your hip here. Don't think about flipping. Think about hitting your body position. Right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Good. And so all it is just a scoop up into your arms. One more time. So on that one, you were flexing your lower back, and you ended up in that position, that sickle position. Focus all on the front, utilizing your hip and your core. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Good. Did her hands go all the way up, or did it start pulling from the front? Yeah. So they always have to hit the top. That means they maximize their set. Okay? If they start from out here, that means they could have went up a little bit more, or they could have stood a little bit more faster. But they should start from here and then start entering into their full here. Good. Yep. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Good. Keep this a little bit more tight. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Good. Make sure those hands come all the way up. Okay? I'm going to fast track you. Okay? Ready? So now I just want you to hold that position. Hold, 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 hold. Just hold your position. Don't worry about what's happening. Just feel it. Okay? Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Now, it didn't follow through because you're out here. You're leading with your shoulder instead of your hips. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Good. Feel that still? You're still leading. It's okay. Sorry. You're still utilizing this. This is not gonna, people always naturally tend to pull with their lower back because it's easier to pull down instead of lifting up because it's foreign. Gravity, how am I gonna lift up when gravity is already pulling me down? So you have to trust it and make sure your body stays in that position and lift to that position to spin. Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, so you want to stay close. If you're open, you're going to just keep doing halves. So that's why we want to jump hollow from here. Set, squeeze hollow. Not set, pull wide, pull hollow. One more time. So really drive up and hollow. Crunch this. Don't lose this. Yeah. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Good. That was it. Okay. Nice body position. Make sure that our hands go all the way up. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Good. It's okay. It's fine. I'm fast tracking you. Yeah. So.
Is it possible to spot two people, or is it just two?
I've never seen it done two-person spotted because now you have to bump, turn, switch your hands, and you go down. I'm not sure. I can find out, but I've never seen it. Yes.
I've been like attempting my standing falls like all last year, and I make like the full rotation. It's just I leave like a leg behind, and I like always end up on my bum. Like how do you like what?
So you pull through, or you're landing short?
I like land like that and then I fall.
Okay.
I've only landed like 2 of them.
Okay. Maybe I can pick it apart right now. Come here. Use left spinner, right spinner.
Right.
You ready? Okay. There we go.
Can I step into it?
Yes, you may.
Just be spotted for a while. Ready?
Yep. Don't block. There you go. I got you. It's nervous. I'm new. Develop that trust. Good. You okay? Yeah. All right. So you heard. So the first thing that she did is she ripped down. I want you to stand up, then go. That time from here, you were leading that shoulder.
Yeah.
So you already beat yourself right there.
Yeah.
So the highest you can get is where your shoulder is, and a little bit more up. So if you lead with that shoulder and you drop down, look how much height that I already wasted and lost. So when you go into this, stay over your toes, keep your chest up, like everything in cheerleading. Stay over it, then go. Okay? Try again. Take your time. You don't need to rip it.
Yeah.
Jump. Good? It's fine? Good. Better on the jump. One mistake that you did is you went to here to a cannonball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Focus on driving your hips and feet into the seating like a screw. Okay? Try it again. Up. A little better. Good. Oh, it's hot. Yeah, once they mastered that, once they felt that feeling of spinning and completing the rotation and ending up to their feet, I have them put a back handspring into it and then go right back into their set full. Do you want to do a back handspring full for me? Yeah. So it's the same drill, like how I was doing the jump roll. Instead of starting off from here and doing a roll, maybe I'll do it later. Let me borrow you again, sorry. So back handspring into a roll, what she was doing earlier. Yeah. Standing to set roll. You're lefty? What are you, righty?
Wait, for like standing like
For back handspring full.
right.
You ready? Okay.
So you just want me to back handspring and then just
Hmm?
in my rebound?
Yeah, so for up, drive to your position. Good. Yep. So you just would do that drill, exactly what I was doing with her. Jump, hit your position. Okay? And then once they felt comfortable with that, they actually do the full.
I can only do it with 2 back handspring.
Oh, you're gonna do it on one today? You got it.
You got it?
Good. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Yes.
The layout for, I think, all, but I guess both. With the bottom arm, so you pull the top one up, where do you recommend to have the bottom arm?
I usually have it, I tell them to make a straight line, like a baby T, but kind of angled, but not driving down. You're creating a J motion with this elbow going down and around back up to where this elbow's going. So it's chasing. Yeah. So you do full for me, one more time. You can do running full, unless you want to do standing. Hands up and hit. Yep. Hit. Thank you. Any confusion? Yes.
Just spotting running falls.
Yeah.
Where you were in that standing drill, like as you were lifting, so you just continue to rotate.
Yeah. Yeah. So on a spotting or running, I'm just going to use a guinea pig. Come here. Sorry. Sorry. So if they're a lefty, you want to be on their left side, right? So if they're ending up this way, you want to be on this left side. So they're rolling into you. never away. Yeah, just in case they peel out that way, and then you're like running them down. You want them to go turn into you. So when they come out of their back handspring, you want to have a bump. If they need a bump, just to block them out to go up, you bump up as they turn. Your hand slips in, and you reach around, and they should finish the rotation. So, yeah. So it's bump, bump, so around. Yeah.
Do they just automatically twist? Or
Pretty much. And you can guide it by coming down. Yeah.
so left arm if they're on their left, right arm over.
Yeah. And you always have them no matter what. If they stop, boom, you're in a grip. You're in a grip. If they stop, boom, they're on your arm.
Was you pumping up over the right hand first?
Yeah, from here, just to block them out. Sometimes they think about it so much that they come out of their roundoff and they're doing this. Yeah, so you want to stop that from driving down. So there's no other way for them to get over but over. Yeah, and it's the exact same thing on their righty. You bump left, so around. Sometimes people, like I myself, I only will spot righties if they're, I guess, little, not like little people, but not bigger than I. Yeah, that's because my left arm is not as strong as my right arm. Yeah. But if they have the mechanics down and they've had their full, they know how to do a full, it's easy just to guide because they're doing a lot of the trick by themselves. But when teaching it, I don't really teach people bigger than me. So like that one instance, a 6'4" guy asking me to spot him, 230 pounds, asking me to spot him. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that because I'm gonna get hurt, and then you're gonna get hurt, and nobody wins. Yeah. Yeah?
Do you mind spotting or running one for
Yeah, sure. Who's up? Get it. Okay, so which way? You standing, you go right, and
Standing's left, front of right.
okay.
Okay. Can I do a back handspring with it, please?
You're gonna running round the back and swing full. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. I got you. I got you. Big set. Set. Good. Good. Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So that's a righty spotted. And I'm probably not going to be able to spot you, but you'll be too fast for me, but I'll try. Nah, do your thing. Good. Good. Yeah, it's quick and it's kind of confusing, like, oh my goodness. But so my advice is if you are trying to learn it, use a little one. Yeah, you can hold them, you can spin them, and then you kind of feel how your arms are supposed to move. Any other questions on level 4 or 5? Good. Huh?
on twisting or just on anything?
On anything. So you Arabians, if you have things like that.
Where do you suggest their hands go? Because I've been told that they circle around on the outside to then come back up and then it's another to just go out. So what's your advice?
I would say it's exactly like how you're entering a handspring, where you're pulling your toes through, you're reaching, and then you pull back to sew your feet through. So the one thing that people, it'll help pull your toes through on a whip. You want to make sure that you out of your whip. If I'm airborne, I'm just finishing. I don't want to get back to here because what happens? I go up, right? So I call it threading the needle. So I tend to have tumblers when they do back handsprings. I call it threading the needle. When they're in their handstand position, in the midpoint of their back handspring, their hands are on the floor and their feet are up. Creates a needle. There's an eye here, and now your feet are the thread, and you want to pull through. Yeah, and they have them do that. So in a whip, they're keeping when they come out of their round off, they're keeping their chest up, pulling up, and then they're trying to pull those toes through. Yeah, it's more so about their toe drive as opposed to where their hand placement.
Does it matter, or like what's the preferred?
I've seen power tumblers leave them out to the side, hit. I've seen cheerleaders most times leave them here and they pull back to a layout. Any others before I move on? On layouts or fulls? Good. Okay, so we're going to move on to specialty pass skills. So that's your front punch, that's your Arabian. Yes?
Sorry, how do you spot an Arabian?
I'll show you that right now. All right. So you don't have your Arabian yet? You have it? Oh, okay. Who doesn't have an Arabian? Then I can actually go through what I do it daily. Okay, so basically, you have Arabian? Okay, can you show us Arabian real fast? Maybe like Arabian round off, that's it. Good. So it's just like any other skill, his hands initiate up to his set, then he starts drifting to his front. Okay. One more time. You could take that up even higher. Yeah, you want to drive it up and then drop in. Good. Perfect. All right, so the way I start teaching Arabian, can you do a round off? I like to call it a Superman. Round off punch, over the top, Superman. I'm gonna catch you midair, okay? So don't, okay. Good. So, you wanna go up. That time you would've just took me out, okay? So you wanna land up on top of me. It's weird. Oh, good, perfect. That was it. So you see how he took it up and then he started to go to hit his Superman position. You okay? Is that scary? You can relax. Yeah. So that's where you start. That's where I would start off having an athlete understand Arabians. Yes?
So it's definitely, that's the way I teach it, it should be almost, like a half turn and then front solding that
Yep.
way. Because I see people that do it sideways.
Yeah, side semi.
Yeah. But the correct way is definitely.
Yeah, Arabian is always set up and a front. Most times you see athletes, they're tired or just lazy. They enter it in a side semi step out. I'm guilty. When I'm tired, I'm like, I ain't trying to take this up. I'm trying to get over. But that's a bad habit. So what we can do, if you have mats, you have that. So if you have a cheese mat or any type of mat, you have them stand in front, facing away from the mat, and you want them to basically set up, tap, forward roll. You can do drills on the ground where they set up, tap, forward roll. Once they got to get them comfortable of setting up and drifting that hip to the front. Once they get comfortable of doing a jump, tap, flip, you have them do it one motion where they go here, hands on the mat, roll, front roll. I'm not going to do it here. So again, it would be a one motion thing where they actually try to do a standing Arabian where they don't land to their feet, but they go to a front forward roll position.
So it's their hips leading them then, if they're just setting, when they turn, it's their hips, it's not like they're jumping the arms or
Yeah, it's all hip. I like to tell. I like to give the tip for people who are doing Arabians. Just think with one hip. You're not actually from here and spinning your hips or rotating your hips. You're just driving one point of your hip to the front. So if you Arabian over your left, you want to jump and drive this hip forward. It already turned you halfway. After that, it's just bringing your arms here. Yeah, so it's just one hip. And it happens in their punch. When they punch, hip. Yeah, and that's all I did, is just drive my one hip. If you want to try, you go ahead. Yeah. Try, just do that drill from here. Jump, hip. Just drive. Don't think about trying to do it. Just, would you go over your left or your right?
Yeah,
Okay.
So just jump and here.
Yeah, so you would want to like drive your hip straight to me. Yep.
Like a hurdle?
No, you can just from here. Hip. Good. So you would have done a full. Okay. Just think. This hip bone right there drives right to that ceiling. Hip. There you go. You just have to keep your tummy tight. Do you see how it just automatically stopped you to the direction you wanted to go? Just one hip.
Thank you.
Yep. Good. Any other questions before? Is that it? Is that time?
We're just coming to do show and tell.
Okay. I want to see it.